Hello and welcome to another update video about Solana. On the Solana chart, price is still moving in our ascending wedge pattern. My view is that it would be likely for it to break to the downside. They often do that. We call this a so-called leading diagonal structure in Elliott wave. These oftentimes adhere to trend lines. So trend lines much better than, for example, to Fibonacci extensions, and there are not really any targets for diagonals. They run until they are exhausted. Now, there are targets for diagonals, but only for ending diagonals. Yeah. So for example, if you have here a wave 1, and you have no idea where that's really going to finish, all you can do is you can watch the indicators for divergences. You can watch for resistances, and so far it's reacting here to the $20 to $40 resistance that we've been highlighting. Next resistance is 23.30, which is going to be important. It's not only structural resistance, but we also have Fibonacci resistance there. And then we've got the $24 level, and above that it can take it quite quickly up to 26.80. But the question is, do we get there in this first wave, right? So they are running until they get exhausted. We're already witnessing some signs of exhaustion. The fact that these trend lines are converging indicates that the buyers and the sellers, they are starting to come to a conclusion here where they can agree on a price where the price is topping, and then price can come down in a wave 2. Now, this would not be bearish. We're just watching for a pullback in a potential new uptrend. Yeah, in the beginning of an uptrend here. And we're still tracking the overall bullish scenario on the Solana chart anyway. But we are getting to a point where the bulls have more and more difficulty to push price above resistance. We had a nice breakout of the wedge pattern, and it reached the first resistance after that. But as you can see here, there was an attempted breakout yesterday. Price failed to break out, and the ascending trend line here is still holding so far. So that means we are getting squeezed between ascending trend line and horizontal resistance. You could call that an ascending triangle, but I would say the larger pattern is important here. And you never know without, until the breakout happens, you never know in which direction it goes. But you need to be aware that if a breakout happens, what are the targets? So to the upside, I gave you the next target levels or resistances. To the downside, though, we are looking at this yellow support area. So in any deeper pullback, what we call a wave 2 pullback here, we would be looking at this ABC structure. Yeah? A wave down, B wave up, C wave down. These are the likely, this would be the likely pattern that we would be watching for in any wave 2 pullback. If we have an A wave down, this would oftentimes reach the 38.2 Fibonacci retracement. Here we talk about $19. A B wave after that would be a likely retracement, a corrective rally, and then we should see a C wave down, and the likely targets are between $15 and $17.88. As long as $15 is holding, and here we would talk about roughly, if like a maximum drawdown in this bullish scenario of 30%, that is a lot, and it doesn't need to come down that much, but this is the last level where this yellow wave count would have a chance, a high likelihood chance, yeah. It would work out with a high probability, but only as long as the $15 level is holding. This is an estimate support area until we have a clear top in place. Then we can refine it further. And as soon as we have the A wave and the B wave in place, we can calculate a target for the C wave. So I think now more imminently, we just need to be watching for a possible top in place somewhere here. It's not defined yet, but we start to see bearish divergences. Yesterday, I think we talked about this. It was working out. Yeah, we talked about, look, there could be a local top here because it price rallied again into the trend line of this bearish divergence. So trend lines on divergences on the indicators, they are sometimes more objective than trend lines on price charts. So we saw rejection here, saw rejection then on the price chart as well. But yeah, it's not, there's still not a very clear top in place. However, we start to see this bearish divergence, which gets very obvious and started already a couple of weeks ago here on the 4-hour chart. On the MACD, we see that as well, bearish divergences. So and the negative momentum is increasing. Now again, we need a confirmation for the beginning of the wave 2 by breaking below the trend line and a break below the now it would be the $20.50 level. Yeah, that would be a good confirmation level that this wave 2 pullback has started. And then we just need to be watching this area for potential signs of a reversal to the upside. Yeah, that's my update about Solana. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.